You know, Jaden would like to drive, create her own shot, but she's got to be thinking about that. Don't want to pick up a fourth foul. And they left her wide open. Missed the three there, but we'll take that every time. You get a wide open look for three-point shooter like that, you'll take it. We're going to get a foul called on Courtney Nesbitt. And that'll be her second. We'll walk it to the other end. This will be the last 1-and-1 that Bentonville will shoot here in the first half. You got to figure these Lady Tiger fans they're not used to having foul called against the other team after their game last night. I don't know if any of them are watching tonight, but they didn't get that treatment last night in their 10-point loss. Missed the free throw, though. Lady Cyclones lead it by a point here with 5.5 to go in the first half. Nesbitt needs some help once again. Cutting across around the free throw line is Court. She had to dribble out, kind of had 1 foot in lane, had to get out of there. On the baseline here is Ely looking for the bounce pass, not there. Coming off the screen is Thone. Now she's going to make a nice little move to get open look, missed the three, but again, that's a good open look there, and now we got a foul called on Courtney, and she's got 3. She jumped into Dada hit the deck, and she's back up. She's going to shoot the double bonus. She's going to shoot 2 free throws. Dada 2 of 2 from the free throw line and this evening. Courtney Nesbitt going to check out with 3 fouls, but they blew the buzzer a little too early. She's you have to wait, and when there's 2 free throws, you have to wait for the first one before you can sub in. Now they're going to let her in. And Brenna Burke back in the game. Lady Cyclones a little bit of foul trouble. They've got 10 fouls, and it's not spaced out. We got 2 players with 3 fouls now. Dada missed the first, hit the second. We're all tied at 15. We're tied at 0-0. We're tied at 2-2. Rain Thone, left side to Court, who's way out, but they're not going to give her any room now. If Court's wide open, it's a mistake or a really good screen. A mistake by Bentonville, really good screen with travel call on Thone there. Eves will check back into the game. The starter did not score in that first quarter, 5'8" senior. She'll replace Chambers, and Pilar Handy back in for Lady Cyclones. She's going to spell Jaden Court for a little bit. Jaden played a couple good minutes there with 3 fouls, not picking up the 4th, and she checks out with 11 points.
Yeah, we need somebody else that can knock down a 3, take some pressure off of her.
She's not going to rest. She immediately goes right back to the scorer's table. Brown, a 3-pointer, a little flat on that shot. Rebound underneath is Akbar. That one no good. Pilar Handy, good little box out, creating some space and getting the defensive rebound. I have that as 3 rebounds for Pilar. Now Jaden Court going to go back, sit down from the bench, just to give her a little bit of breather. Able to sit in the chair rather than on the floor, I'm sure. Ely, baseline drive, comes out the other side. Pass deflected, and Bentonville comes away with it. They have a 2-on-0. Brenna Burke with the foul on the layup try by Eves, and Eves will go to the free throw line. That'll be number 2 on Brenna. And Brenna was making sure that Eves wasn't going to make the layup.
Yeah, you have to say that's a good foul. No 3-point play.
And Coach Court wants to use his 3rd timeout. Lady Cyclones tied with the Lady Tigers at 15. We'll be back in just a moment. One of the weird rules in basketball is if you're going to check in during a timeout, you have to check in within the first 5 seconds. And we see Jaden Court come out of the huddle, and they're not supposed to let her in, but they are only because it's free throw try. So that's the only time you can do it.
We got 6 players on the court.
Yeah. Brenna's coming back out. And Going to the line is Gracie Eves, had not scored in this game. She'll shoot 2. Remember, it was her layup try that Brenna fouled her, and hey, she missed the first free throw, so it was a good foul by Brenna. Lady Cyclones tied with the Lady Tigers here. 4:09 left to play here in the first half. Second free throw is good. Well, we've gone back and forth a little bit. This is the third time that Bentonville has claimed the lead. They lead it by a point. A lot of timeouts used in this first half. They're not saving, and 3 by Russellville and 2 called by Bentonville. Gracie Campbell starting a drive. Bounce pass down low, goes through the hands of Pilar Handy. And Bentonville in transition. This is Jada Brown coming in left side, creates a little bit of space, misses the shot, rebound, lost out of bounds, last touch by Russellville.
Good defense by the Lady Cyclones. Couldn't get the rebound, but still good defense on the layup.
And Brenna Burke going to check in, getting the scorer's table just in time, and she'll replace Jaden Court. Got to be careful with Court, putting her in and out here a little bit here in the second quarter because she has 3 fouls. She's going to circle back around and go right back to the scorer's table. Here's Jada Brown getting the inbounds pass on the drive, missed it. Rain Thone with the rebound, and Pilar Handy's going to slow it up, give it back to Thone. She'll bring it up across the timeline and over to Burke, and in the left wing there to Gracie Campbell. 3.5 to go, first half. This is Handy at the top of the key. In the corner, Gracie Campbell, her 3-pointer partially blocked, can't be saved in by Ely. Ely made a bid at it. Jaden Court was supposed to come in, but since it was a defensive possession, goes back to the bench. Out of bounds, and I thought that was going to be Russellville basketball, and I was waiting for Court to come back in the game. They're trying to play offense-defense with Jaden Court here out of bounds, or out of the game. And when it goes out, it's our ball. They try to stick her in the game. Long 3 missed by Dada. Ely with the rebound. Burke will slow it up. Lady Cyclones trailing by a point. Tried to go inside, but Dada with that big reach intercepts it. Pass ahead to Brown, coming in right side, and the Rice commit hits the layup for her first basket of the game. And the Lady Tigers with a 3-point lead, and that's their largest lead of the game, 18-15. Lady Cyclones are led by as many as 8. Brenna Burke picks up her dribble, needs some help, calling for some help. Pilar Handy, she floats it over there with the left hand. 2:22 left to play here in the first half. Reach-in foul there. Boy, as much they let this them play. That's a little bit of a touch foul, I thought there. It goes in Russell's favor, though. It's number 2 against Riley Hayes. And Ella Campbell, a 5'9" sophomore for Bentonville, coming into the game. I think this is Ella Campbell's first appearance in this game. She had 18 points off the bench in their victory against Mountain Home. First free throw is good by Rain Thone, hitting the first of a 1-and-1. 3 college players, at least 3 on this Bentonville team. Eufus, Rice, and Baylor, and the most highly publicized Baylor commit Miriam Dada just got that rebound, 6'6". And she's guarded by Rain Thone. Bounce pass on the block. Get in the corner here. 3-point try. Nothing but net there for Gracie Eves. It's her first basket of the game. She has 4 points, and it's a 5-point lead for Bentonville. 21-16 with 1:48 left to play here in the first half. Ely's bounce pass was kicked out of bounds, and Jaden Court goes back in the game. She replaces Pilar Handy. There's Burke, 3-pointer. Boy, it looked good when it left her hand, just off the back of the iron. Russell's not missing by much. Dodd on the left side, turn around for 15. Kind of clangs between the rim and the backboard there. 21-16 our score. Bentonville with the lead, their largest lead of the game. comes the screen to the right side. Court goes left, faking him out, drives in the lane. Kicks it on left side there. When you have a presence like that Dada in there, sometimes you would take that one to the basket, but not with her in there, and also Court not with 3 fouls. Traveling violation. Second time Russell's been called for that here in the second quarter. Courtney Nesbitt, who has 3 fouls, checking in, and Pilar Handy back in for Russellville, replacing Thone and Court. Minute 5 left to play here in the first half. Left side is Gracie Eves. Long cross-court pass. Open is Campbell. Three-pointer good. Well, you don't want them heating up from outside, and they've got 3 threes in this game, 2 here in the second quarter. 45 seconds left to play here in the first half. They lead by 8. Nesbitt will try to answer. This one won't go. Dada with the rebound. Long pass down the floor. What an interception by Brenna Burke. Caught it over the shoulder style. 32 seconds left to play first half. Gets it to Campbell in the corner. Handy flash, but they couldn't see her there. She flashed the right elbow there. Here's Ely's drive. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Let's see. It'll belong to Bentonville.
It looked like Ely was pushed a little bit, but no call.
18.5 seconds left to play here in the first half. 24-16 our score, Bentonville leading. This is Jada Brown, a 5'7" junior. Her pass looked like it was deflected a little bit by Nesbitt, but no turnover. Chambers, not Chambers, check that, it's Campbell. Ella Campbell, back-to-back threes there. They lead by 11. Sure doesn't feel like they lead by 11. You watch first half. It was the last 3 or 4 minutes that Bentonville really took it to Russellville and knocking down 3 threes in that second quarter, leading to their 11-point lead at the half. Bentonville leads at 27-16. We'll take a break. I'll be back in just a moment. More Lady Cyclone basketball. We're here at the half. The Lady Cyclones trailing Bentonville 27-16. In case you missed any part of it, or well, the Wi-Fi was kind of being tough to deal with. The Lady Cyclones fell behind 2-0, then scored the next 10 points, led by 8, 10-2. That was their largest lead of the game. They've led 2 different times. Bentonville leads by 11. This is their largest lead of the game. And really, the last 3.5 minutes is when Bentonville took over. I tell you, the Lady Cyclones coming off that loss against Sylvan Hills, in which they shot 0 free throws in the entire game. You just don't see that. In these 2 quarters, they've only shot 3, so still struggling to create fouls on the other team. They're 2 of 3 from the line. Bentonville, not as bad as it was against Sylvan Hills, with them shooting, 27 free throws to our 0, whatever it was. But they did shoot 10 in that first half, and a 5 of 10. But Lady Cyclones, you could say, well, they're not creating the fouls and not creating some drives to the basket. You got to be careful when Seville Esquez is out with the injury, obviously. But when you're down her and you've got Courtney Nesbitt and Jaden Court each with 3 fouls, it's tough to create too much, because you sure don't want to pick up a 4th foul, and so you're sort of stuck to just sitting back and waiting and seeing what happens.
Yeah, and Bentonville started off pretty cold shooting threes. They were 0 for 3 to start off with, but they ended up 4 of 12. Russellville was 3 of 8. Like I said earlier, we need somebody other than Court to be able to shoot those threes. Thone is a good person to shoot those if she can get open, but they're playing our outside people pretty tight. So we've got to create some moves on the inside, and how you do that with a big person guarding you is try to get them off their feet. Fake it before you go up, try to get them up off their feet, draw a foul, and hit your free throws, and that's the easiest way to go against a big person in the middle, and Russellville hadn't been able to do that yet, but hopefully they can in the second half.
Lady Cyclones were led by Jaden Court with 11 points in that first half, 2 points each for Nesbitt and Talia Ely, and 1 point for Ryan Thone. For Bentonville, they were led by Miriam Dada with 8 points, Gracie Eves with 4, Ella Campbell with 6, Colchin with 2, Jada Brown with 2, and Riley Eves with 1. And who did I miss? Nadia Akbar had 4. We're at halftime. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and come right back. Lady Cyclones trailing 27-16. We're at the half. The Lady Cyclones. Whoa! I don't know if that was on camera or not, but somebody just missed a dunk, and it came over here to the scores table, went over the scores table. But anyway, Lady Cyclones trailing at halftime, 27-16. Told you we're going to talk about their schedule, and we'll do that right now. And they go on the road on Tuesday. Both boys and girls will go to Pine Bluff to play Watson Chapel. And then next week, I said both teams back in action. It's just going to be the boys here on December 11th next week as they host Conway. It'll be a junior varsity boys action beginning at 6 and boys will follow. The girls, it's going to be a while before they play at home here again. They're not going to play at home until December the 18th when both of them, the boys and girls, play Fayetteville. So the girls go on the road Tuesday night to Watson Chapel, and then they go on the road a week from Tuesday night for girls game only against Springdale. So it's your last chance to see them here at Cyclone Arena for a couple weeks. The Lady Cyclones coached by Ryan Court. He's Subiaco Academy, went to University of Ozarks to play for then coach Johnny Johnson, who is the athletic director here. Court has coached boys basketball in high school. Started at Emerson, went to Sheridan, was assistant for Mountain Home for a while, and is at White County Central for a long time before transferring here because he wanted to coach his daughter. And so he brings his daughter over here, and this is his first year as a girls coach, but his 17th season as a head basketball coach. 363 wins for Ryan Court. Lady Cyclones are 3-1 on the season. He comes over to Russellville. Very, very tough conference that he stepped into with the Greenwood and Valonia, and that Greenwood girls team defeated this Bentonville team last night 67-57. And the Lady Tigers playing back-to-back nights. We'll have boys action to follow this, and hopefully we'll be talking to Coach Court, hopefully after a comeback victory. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Hopefully
it would be great.
We'll talk to him either between boys and girls game or maybe halftime of the boys game. It's always tough because you want to talk to him after the game, but then we're getting ready for the boys game, and I know he's always having to address his team, so. As we mentioned, senior night here in Sarah Velasquez, who tore her meniscus, had successful surgery, and they had initially said 4 to 5 weeks, hoping to get her back for conference so that she could start practicing around Christmas. So, but she's up walking around and no crutches. So we're thankful for that. She's one of the 3 seniors, Pilar Handy and Chloe Bewley. Chloe got her first start ever as a Lady Cyclone tonight here on senior night. But they honored the boys and girls seniors and also seniors of the cheer and dance team before this girls game tonight. We're about ready. It'll be Bentonville basketball when we start the second half. Well, Bentonville was led by Miriam Dada, 8 points, 6 points for Ella Campbell, who hit back-to-back threes there in the second quarter, coming off the bench, and Nadia Akbar with 5 in that first half. For the Lady Cyclones, Jaden Court with 11. Courtney Nesbitt and Talia Ely each with 2 and 1 point for Rain Thone. But Nesbitt and Court each have 3 fouls. Nobody in foul trouble for Bentonville. Jada Brown has 2 and Riley Hayes has 2. On the right side is Riley Hayes, gives it back to the top, and this is Katie Kolchin. Brown trying to create her own shot. They go inside to Dada, knocked away. She's able to get it back. And Lady Cyclones not stopping, wrestling it away is Nesbitt. Ahead to Pilar Handy, coming in from the left side. Layup is good. That's a good time for Pilar's first basket. Lady Cyclones cut the lead down to single digits, trailing 27-18.
Yeah, Lady Cyclones very aggressive on defense on that play.
Yeah, not quitting. Kolchin, little floater in the lane. Got that one to go. Lady Cyclones staying at home because you know more than likely the pass was going to Dada. And sometimes you'd rather take your chances with Kolchin than with Dada getting it. Going to set a screen for Court over there. Gets it back up top to Nesbitt. 1 minute into this third quarter, Russellville trailing by 11, 29-18. Banking it in. That's one way to get over the shot blocker, is just banking a shot there. Courtney with 4. Somebody's open in the corner over there. It's Hayes. Three-pointer rims out. Dada getting the rebound and whistle foul underneath. This will be on Pilar Handy, her first. That'll send Dada to the free throw line to shoot 2. Yep. First free throw is good. Dada's got 9. She can get double figures with this free throw. Dottie going to play at Baylor University next year. And she's got 10 now with that made free throw. She's perfect. No, she's not. She's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Russellville back down by 11. They'll use a screen. Nesbitt, her high arching shot there, misses. Rebound. Let's see. Out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville. There's some bodies on the floor there. Everybody seems to be okay. 6:26 left to play, third quarter. Dot in the corner. Colchin, three-pointer won't go. Brown, backside rebound, dribbles out to left wing. Now she'll take it inside. Scoop shot up and in. Jada Brown has 4 points. 13-point lead for Bentonville. Nesbitt, a sophomore. As it gets it left side to Jaden Court. Stepping inside the three-point line, Jaden Court. They've been hounding her. She's worked for every open shot she's gotten. She's got 13 points tonight.
Yeah, she worked that screen very well to get open.
Brown trying to answer. She does. Shot of Brown with 6. 35-22. Bentonville leads it. Under 5.5 to go here in the third. Court in the corner. It's it to Ely here, left side. Pilar Handy, right side to Burke. She's open, three-pointer won't go. Stopping at the elbow was Brown. In the corner, three-pointer. This one no good. From the corner there by Hayes. And Lady Cyclones with the rebound. That's Ely, the freshman. Gets it off the sophomore Nesbitt. Looked like she was going coast to coast. Here's Burke, open, top of the key. Brenna Burke. I like the emotion, too. Knocks it down. She screams, pump the fist. Lady Cyclones needed that. They get it down to 10. Brown steps inside, little 18-footer. That one good. Brown's starting to heat up. She's got 6 of her 8 points here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a hand in her face. She's working the lane pretty good.
Well, Lady Cyclones are packing it in the lane, too, because they don't want Dada to hurt them, but right now, Brown making a pay. Here's Ely. Nice pass underneath to Talia. She's got 4. It's just back and forth, but a 10-point lead for Bentonville. This is Dada down left side, and charge taken. Brenna Burke was set up there, and I was kind of surprised that Dada didn't just stop and shoot the little 10-footer. That's a foul on Miriam Dada, and that's her first personal foul. 4:02 left to play here in the third quarter. 37-27, the Lady Cyclones trailing. Try to cut it to single digits here with the basket. Jaden Court, 15, nice little fake. Takes it inside, missed the shot. I think she was expecting contact, didn't get it. Here come the Lady Tigers. Brown, yeah, she did get away with a travel, didn't she? But missed the three-pointer. The basketball gods wouldn't let her make that one. Pilar Handy with a backside rebound. And a turnover. Pass ahead, straight to Pilar Handy. I think they didn't see the white jersey that they saw, thought it was a 2-on-0. Jaden Court steps inside, 18-footer from the corner, won't go. Dada, the rebound, ball knocked away, but went off her knee and somehow she kept it. Kirchen, what a pass to Colchin by Jada Brown, and she's been their best player in this quarter. With that pass, creating her own shot, 6 points. Lady Cyclones trailing by 12. Nesbitt goes to the free throw line, and Pilar Handy goes down, and Nesbitt puts it up and in. Remember, Pilar missed some time at the beginning of the season with a hurt ankle. I hope she's okay. We have a foul going back the other direction there. It's going to be on Russellville. I don't know who's on. I was watching Pilar. She was favoring that ankle when she came up. This will be on number 35, Talia Ely. That'll be her second. Oh, sorry, third. Sorry about that. It'll put Dada on the free throw line to shoot 2. She has 10 points. First free throw is no good. Their coach, Tom Hallmeyer, he's really working this official on this side. He was wanting an intentional foul call. Well, Coach Court of Russellville was warned within the first 3 minutes, and he might be getting close. Bentonville's coach may be getting close to being warned here. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it at all. I'm not telling you I didn't see it wasn't. I was watching Pilar Handy get up slowly and hobble around. Phone from 16. Doesn't get the shooter's bounce. Lady Cyclones trailing 40-29. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Brown, nice job by Jaden Court. They tried to pass it down low, and it was tipped by Court, and it goes off the hands of number 34, Nadia Akbar, and Bentonville's going to call timeout. 2:24 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones trail by 11. And now Bentonville's coach is really getting into it with another official, and he's telling him to calm down, and then he just said he's been warned. And this is the same official that warned Coach Court in the first 3 minutes of the game. And so both coaches been warned, and they've been warned by the same guy. So if you're a coach, you don't want to push that guy because he's already to his limit. Well, I would work on one of the other two officials. So sorry about that.
That's what the Bentonville coach was working on the other official, but that official right there stepped in. You could just about see that coming.
Yeah. 40-29 our score. Bentonville with the 11-point lead. Initially, they were upset on a foul called on Russellville that they thought should have been an intentional foul. And I don't know what he was upset about that one. That one looked to me like it did go off the hands of the Bentonville player, so it had to be something else that he was upset about on that last play. Gracie Campbell back in the game now. She only caught that at the free throw line, kicked it back out. Jaden Court on the left side. And Jaden leading the Lady Cyclones with 13 points, and now a legal screen called on Russellville. This is going to be on Talia Ely, and she's got 4.
Yeah, she set the screen and started moving back. You just can't do that. Once you set that screen, you got to stay there till that defensive man gets around you.
3 fouls called on Russellville in this quarter, 1 called on Bentonville. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. It's good. Riley Hayes. That's her first made field goal of the game. She has 4 points, 43-29. Ball deflected in the backcourt by Brown and out of bounds. Burke says that's my fault. Pilar Handy going to check in, replacing Rain Thone. I believe, no, Rain Thone came over this way, but it's going to be for Ely, who checks out with 4 fouls. 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones trailing by 14. Against the defending co-champions of the largest classification. We have a turnover. Bentonville Way lobbing it inside, and Dada didn't have position. That was an errant pass, and Burke comes away with it. She was about to post up Burke, which would have been a good matchup for Bentonville, but they didn't let Dada get set. Burke at the top. She's going to launch the 3. Boy, you could tell that one was going down. She felt that one before she caught the pass. Brenna's got a couple threes here in the third quarter. And get a foul called on Russellville, and they count the basket. This is going to be on Brenna Burke, her third. Minute 3 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones trailing 45-32. The first free throw is good, so Dada with 15. Russell trailing 46-32. 55 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Bentonville making a switch on court. 45 seconds now to shoot. Pilar Handy in the corner. Gets it to Court just inside the free throw line. Here's Thone in the corner. Rain Thone's three-pointer won't go. With the rebound is Eves. Gives it off to Brown, and she'll bring it up right side of the floor. Long pass down to Dada, catching it but too far underneath the basket, do anything with it. Circle back around in the corner there. At the top, here's Eves with a three. This one no good. Rebound. It's tipped out, and Bentonville has it. Brown right side. In and out on her three. Pilar Handy with the rebound. Lady Cyclones with 11 seconds to do something with it here in the third quarter. In the corner, Gracie Campbell, three-pointer, in and out. Brown, I don't think she's going to get a shot off. We've come to the end of the third quarter with our score. Lady Cyclones trailing the Tigers 46-32. Ready for the final quarter. Lady Cyclones, I know they trail by 14. They've really battled in this game. I'm proud of these first three quarters, how they played.
They have. They played good defense.
Yeah. It's the co-champions of 6A, Bentonville Lady Tigers. Rain Thone, Brenda Burke, Pilar Handy, Jaden Court, and Gracie Campbell on the floor for Russellville. They tried to go to Gracie Campbell on that left side. Pass was deflected out of bounds by Gracie Eves. Handy, the trigger man. Pilar bounces it into Jaden. There's Jaden using a screen. Peeling off was Gracie to swing it around. Nice little fake three there by Brenna. Nice bounce pass by Campbell. Court missed it from the left side. Lady Cyclones moving the basketball, getting open shot there. Deflected pass, but Dada picks it up. Right side, three-pointer by Eves. This one good. And she's got 7 points. That's her first basket of the second half. 49-32. Lady Cyclones trailing by 17. And Jaden Court with it. And now Thone on the right side. Quickly inside to Pilar Handy. Kicks it back out to Jaden. They're making a switch. They got somebody in her face the whole time, but they are switching as she works it around. And now we have a hand check foul called on number 5, Madison Chambers. This is just the second foul called on Bentonville in this half. And the first foul called on Chambers there. And Coach Court wants to take a timeout for Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing 49-32. Lady Cyclones trailing here 49-32. Jaden Court with 13 points. Nesbitt and Burke each with 6. Ely with 4. Lady Cyclones obviously an underdog in this game, but also battling foul trouble, and they've stayed out of foul trouble in this second half. They've been having to be creative about it. Talia Ely with 4. Burke and Nesbitt and Court all with 3. But so far, nobody fouled out. But Ely has not been able to play much and get to any kind of flow because of the foul trouble. And she's been sitting down for a while. Jaden Court on that far side. There's Thone extending their offense out a bit, and Bentonville extending their defense out. It might lead to an open shot. Kind of gets tiring to chase. Here's Court against Dada. And make the switch as she gets back out behind the three-point line. 6:13 left to play here in the ball game. Lady Cyclones trailing 49-32. Gracie Campbell open in the corner, steps inside, little 15-footer. That one won't go. And now we have a foul called on Pilar Handy, and Coach Court applauding his team, and what he's applauding is the way they work the ball around, getting open shots. I mean, if you're getting open looks, whether it goes in or not, you're happy about that.
Yeah, Campbell will start hitting those shots. She just needs to float it a little bit more. That's a little bit too straight of a shot.
Quite a few of us are just a little bit off. Dada is the second charge, taken again by Brenna Burke. That'll be number 2 on Miriam Dada. So both her fouls have been charges, but
Burke did a good job getting set up in front of her.
Dada fouled out of the game last night in their loss to Greenwood. Fouled out with 24 points last night. Greenwood won that game by 10. They had led by double digits to start that fourth quarter last night, and Bentonville cut it to 4 but never could get closer. What really hurt at the end was no shot clock in Class 5A, and so Greenwood was just running some time off the clock. Long three missed. It hit off the iron, and a jump ball is going to be called, tied up nicely by Rain Thone. It'll belong to Bentonville on alternating possession.
Russellville's got a full court press.
Yeah,
there.
I'm looking down at this official. He's over there, down there all by himself. Everybody else is around on the other side of the floor. Here they come, though. Another charge taken by Brenda Burke. That's 3 charges taken by her in this ball game. That's on Madison Chambers, her second. That's the 4th team foul called on Bentonville. Courtney Nesbitt will check in the game, replacing Rain Thone. You keep having to ask yourself, are you sure Burke's a freshman?
She's not playing like one right now.
No. Bounce pass goes off the foot of Dada. That was going to be a layup there for Gracie Campbell. Courtney Nesbitt, the trigger man, in the corner to Burke. Here's Campbell. This one no good. Backside rebound wide open is Nesbitt. She's got 8 points, 4 of them off offensive boards. And Burke knocks the ball away, hits the ground, and head pops off the court. She throws her, she throw a headband over there? She threw something over there. We got a foul going back the other direction. I was watching Burke, bless her heart. She goes down backwards. The back of her head hit the hardwood floor and knocked some cobwebs loose there. It's a headband she threw over there next to the cheerleaders over there.
Chambers just got picked up for a 3rd foul.
Yeah. And all 3 of those come in the fourth quarter. That's the 15th foul called on Bentonville. 3-pointer! Jaden Court has 16 points. Lady Cyclones trail by 12, 49-37. And now we have a reach-in foul called on Burke. This will be her 4th. That's another thing. I mean, it's one thing to be taking charges, but you got to realize, especially those last 2 times that she took the charge, she has 3 fouls when she's taking those charges. 49-37. Brenna's going to have grass stains on her in jersey somehow before this game's over. I see how hard she's playing, hitting the turf. There's a 3-pointer at the top of the key, is good by Riley Hayes, her second 3 of the game. She's got 7. 52-37, Bentonville with a lead. 4:09 left to play here in the ball game. There's Pilar Handy left side. Went ahead and flip there to Court. Set the screen. So Jaden will take it. They'll make the switch. Sometimes you do that just to get a switch. Bentonville makes the switch again. Here's Gracie Campbell for 3. There we go, Gracie. That's her first basket of the game. Sometimes that's all it takes to get going. Lady Cyclones down by 12. Colchin got the pass away to Chambers and a traveling violation, and she knew it. You can always tell in their face when they know they end up traveling. And our coach telling her, bring it down the right side. Burke, you're going to. I thought she was coming out. No, she's throwing it. She got her headband back from a dance team member over there. She threw it over to the sideline here. Lady Cyclones can cut it to single digits with a 3. Now it's a turnover. Hayes, 2-on-1 to Brown. Foul and count the basket. Jada Brown with 10 points. She's going to the free throw line there, and if that's on Brenna, it is, as she's fouled out of the basketball game. But a great game for Brenna Burke, the freshman. 6 points, a couple threes there in the third quarter. 3 charges taken, and again, you have to keep reminding yourself, just a freshman. We're going to get to enjoy this for the next 4 years. A free throw is good. Jada Brown, the three-point play, has 11 points. Tigers lead at 55-20. I'm sorry, 55-40. So I was looking up because they hadn't counted the basket on the scoreboard. They still had it 52-40, but it is 55-40. Loose ball underneath. And Russellville called timeout. I didn't think we had possession, but Russellville, I guess, got possession just in time to call that timeout. And this will be the last timeout called by the Lady Cyclones because the last one they have. They trail by 15 here. We're going to take a quick break. Last home game for a while for the Lady Cyclones. They'll be back here at Cyclone Arena in 2 weeks. They go on the road to Watson Chapel on Tuesday with the boys. Next week, the boys will be back here a week from tonight, hosting Conway. That'll be a big game. Lady Cyclones trailing here 55-40, using their last timeout here with 3:06 left to go in the game. Brenna Burke is fouled out of the game with 6 points. Nesbitt and Court with 3 fouls. Talia Ely with 4. Ely is out there on the floor. Nesbitt, who got that rebound right when the Lady Cyclones had called timeout, will be the trigger man on the left baseline. Campbell, who knocked down that 3, catches it, won't shoot this one. Jaden Court, here on the left wing, will use a screen, step back 3-pointer. No. Ely underneath, rebound, power dribble shot, blocked out of bounds. Is that 3 blocks or 2 blocks? Dada doesn't have many because they've kind of kept it away for her and shot over.
I think it's 2.
Yeah. I bet that's a season low already for Dada. Lady Cyclones have really shot it high and over Dada. They get called for the 5-second violation here.
5-second violation.
That's a quick 5-second count. That was a very quick 5-second count. Brown gets it to Dada, left side coming in, stops, and hits the 10-footer. That's what Dada, I was surprised she wasn't doing when Burke was taking those 2 charges against her. Maybe was thinking about that, knocked down that one. She's got 17 points. 57-40. Lady Cyclones have cut it to 12. It's back to 17. Bounce pass from Campbell trying to go to Nesbitt, cutting in from the left side.
That may be a time when you want to just go ahead and shoot it. He's that close to the basket.
Coach Court's saying good pass. He wanted it maybe. I don't know. Maybe when you're playing against a shot blocker, you're just always thinking about it. Taking it baseline is Hayes. A little runner, won't go, but she gets her own rebound. Bounce pass out to Brown, taking it in. And we're going to get a foul. So if this is on Ely, this is going to be her 5th. It is. She's fouled out of the basketball game with 4 points. The 2 freshmen have fouled out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being silent. I'm listening to this. And Coach Court asked, he said, what did you see? And he said he leaned into her, and he, of course, said, from my angle, it looked good. And that made the official laugh a little bit. He said, well, sure. So 57-40. Lady Cyclones trailing. Free throw is good there by Brown. She's got 12 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. We have senior boys action coming up next. Bentonville's boys did not play last night at Greenwood. It was a girls' game only. Lady Cyclones trailing 59-40. Russellville losing against Sylvan Hills last week. This will be a loss here, barring a miracle comeback, but it sure feels different. The Lady Cyclones have played a lot better than they did last week in the loss against Sylvan Hills. Nice feed to Pilar. Handy, count the basket. Great feed from Courtney Nesbitt. Pilar has 4 points, and she's going to the free throw line. I was just looking down to see if Russellville had been on the free throw line the second half, and this is their first trip to the free throw line. This is only their 4th free throw of the game. Remember against Sylvan Hills last week, did not shoot a free throw the entire game. Free throw is good. The old-fashioned three-point play by Pilar. Lady Cyclones trail 59-43. Minute 48 left to go in the game. Dada catching that long pass in the front court. Double team, gets the pass off. Almost a travel by Akbar, but got the layup. She's got 7. Nadia Akbar. Don't know if she's kin to Skandar or not, but Nesbitt gets it off to Jaden Court at the top of the key. Uses screen. Fake the pass and knock down the 15-footer. I thought it was going in the corner.
You know, some people may not know who Skandar was.
Yeah, no. Runner in the lane, Kirchen short on the shot. Little late whistle on that one, but it's going to go a foul called against Russellville. And that foul called on Thone.
That's her first.
Yep. The 9th team foul called on Lady Cyclones. First free throw is good. I can tell I'm going to be entertained listening to Coach Court. He's on this official saying, hey, the game's over. Don't quit calling those fouls. Second free throw is good. This doesn't feel like a 20-point loss. I mean, it's an 18-point lead for Bentonville. Lady Cyclones got to be proud of the way this young team has played and fought. Remember, they led early by 8 against Bentonville. It was the last 3 minutes of the second quarter when Bentonville took charge and led by 11 at halftime, but it was the only time they led by double digits in that first half. In the corner, Jada Brown, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound, Gracie Campbell. Gets it off to Nesbitt, 2-on-2 if they want to push it. She's going to take it in, left side, draws a little contact, no foul called there. I think Coach Court wanted that foul called. Brown with the rebound, 38 seconds left. Dada on her drive. So a little surprised they didn't pull that out there. She'll go the free throw line here with 34.8 seconds left. The foul's called on Gracie Campbell, her second. And Dada to the free throw line. First free throw is no good. She has 17. She leads Bentonville. Jaden Court leads the Lady Cyclones with 18 points. Free throw is no good. Pilar Handy with the rebound. I have her for 6 rebounds. Jaden Court. Dribble around right side, 24 seconds left in the game. Lady Cyclones trailing 63-45. Little runner in the lane. This one won't get the shooter's bounce. With the rebound is Akbar. Whistle to foul the back court. 13 seconds left to go in the game, and we'll walk it to the other end as that's double bonus time. That's 10 fouls called on the Lady Cyclones. That's number 4 on Jaden Court.
To the line, shooting 2, Nadia Akbar.
Akbar, who's been to the line once already, missed the front end of a 1-and-1. She has 7 points in the game. Lady Cyclones are going to fall to 3-2 on the season. Bentonville will improve to 3-1 on the season. Akbar now with 8. Lady Cyclones will play again on the road Tuesday night at Watson Chapel. Second free throw is good by Akbar. 65-45. Nesbitt has it. Crossing the timeline with 10 seconds. Reverse layup try, no good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. The Lady Cyclones lose it here by a score of 65-45. Give us just a minute to do the totals, and then we'll come right back and give you the totals for the ball game. Lady Cyclones lose it by a score of 65-45. Bentonville had 2 players in double figures. Miriam Dada with 17 points, Jada Brown with 13 points. 9 points for Nadia Akbar and 8 points for Katie Kulchin. For the Lady Cyclones, Jaden Court led Russellville, and she led all the scores with 18 points tonight. 8 points for Courtney Nesbitt. 6 points for Brenda Burke, who fouled out. 4 points for Talia Ely, who fouled out. Pilar Handy had 5. 3 points for Gracie Campbell, 1 point for Rain Thone. Lady Cyclones 4 free throws in that ball game. That's better than 0, but still not near as much as what we're hoping for. They did go 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and Bentonville 17 of 24 from the free throw line. Lady Cyclones fall to 3-2 on the season, and Bentonville improves to 3-1.
I think the Lady Cyclones look better against Bentonville than they did against Sylvan Hills.
Oh, yeah, without question.
A lot more aggressive on defense. A couple of things we're going to have to work on. One is working the ball on the inside. No matter who's guarding us, we've got to get some shots on the inside. 3-pointers are great, but you can't live off of that all the time.
But it's tough. You got to admit, it's tough when they got a 6'6" girl because, your tallest player is 6 foot. So,
the key to that is what I said at halftime. You got to get them up in the air. Somehow you got to work the ball on the inside and get them up in the air. Try to draw some fouls on them. We did a good job, though. Burke did a fantastic job drawing those fouls on the charges. She is not playing like a freshman, so Russellville's in for a treat for the next 3 years watching her play. But overall, I think Russellville did a good job. We're just going to have to work the ball a little bit better and got to have some more people taking those threes than just Court. But overall, I think we did a good job.
They did some flashes of things. See, I think we executed a pretty good game plan. I just think the shots didn't fall, and it could have made it a little closer. And you're not going to face a D1 6'6" player in many games, if any. And Lady Cyclones had some open looks and created some shots, just didn't get to fall. But like you said, Burke taking some 3 charges, that was a bright spot too, other than the 18 points from Jaden Court.
And another thing I think Russellville needs to work on, and I'm sure they will as the season goes on, we have got to draw fouls. We have got to get to that free throw line a lot more than just 4 times. And 4 times in 2 games is just not going to cut it. But I think that'll come as the season goes on.
Lady Cyclones lose it by a score of 65-45. Fall to 3-2 on the season. Their next game, as we said, will be Tuesday as they travel to Pine Bluff to take on Watson Chapel. We have a boys action coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to step away and get some starters for you and then come right back and talk about the senior boys matchup between Russellville and Bentonville. You know, sometimes after a loss, you're really anxious to get back out on the floor, and that's what the Lady Cyclones and Cyclones are battling, because they both dropped games at Sylvan Hills last week before Thanksgiving break, and they've been sitting over a week, and so had a lot of time to think about that. And even though the Lady Cyclones lost tonight, of course, they were underdogs, you could see that they came out, they looked like a different team than they did over a week ago against Sylvan Hills, and you're hoping that the Cyclones follow suit, and I'm sure they're ready to get back out on the court and stop scrimmaging each other. You know, it is senior night here for Russellville, and the girls started their 2 seniors who were not injured, and the senior boy is going to start some seniors too, along with Michael Jones and Connor Bailey getting their first starts tonight, along with Savion Brock on senior night. Again, you're hoping we're doing this for no reason. You're hoping that we get the actual senior night in at the end of the season, but just in case. Like I said, we did this in football. We did it the first home game, and a lot of schools are doing this because what you don't want to have happen is your season to be done and then not able to finish and actually have a senior night and send the seniors off the correct way. Of course, that happened last year. Basketball, as soon as the state tournaments went to the championship game, we stopped. I think there was one state championship game played, maybe. I know there was at least one, but that's like with the Bentonville girls. They made it to the finals and then never actually got to play the championship game, and that's just got to be excruciating when you think about that, especially if there's any seniors on those teams. They didn't get to finish the right way. But like I said, even though it's senior night here for Russellville, you're hoping we're doing this for no reason whatsoever. Both teams coming to the bench. We did not have the national anthem, but before the girls' game, so we're expecting the boys' game. They've had issues with the sound here in the arena off and on, so I'm not sure if we're going to do that. If we don't, we'll go straight into the starting lineups. But I think they're looking for it right over there, as helping them before the in between games to try to get all that squared away. So, yep, now we're going to do the national anthem, so we're going to step aside and let you listen to. Now both teams are going to get their starters announced, and so we'll do that for you also. Bentonville coming into this game 2-0 on the season. They're going to start off with 6'3" sophomore guard number 3, Jalen Lee. A 6'8" sophomore forward, number 4, Caden Miller. Number 10, Hayden Shanks, who's a 6'2" junior guard. Harrison Hicks, he's a 6'7" junior forward, wearing number 15. And 6'3" freshman, a freshman guard starting for Bentonville, number 24, Owen Dearman. For the Cyclones, we'll try to get these through so you can actually hear Coach Matt Howerton announce the starting lineups. Russellville going to start off with 5'10" senior guard number 0, Michael Jones. 6' junior guard number 1, Danye May. Number 2, Connor Bailey, 6' senior guard, getting his first start ever. Savion Brock, number 11, a 6'6" senior forward. And number 21, Trey Allen, a 6' senior guard. Cyclones 2-1 on the season. Kyle Pennington is the coach in his third season at Russellville. He is 45-14 overall and 25-3 in his conference games. Of course, conference does not start until January. Let's step aside and listen to the introductions for the Russellville Cyclones.
6'2" senior, number 2, Connor Bailey. The 6'6" senior, number 11, Savion Brock. And number 21, 6'1" senior, Trey Allen.
Cyclones won their 2 home games. They fell last week to Sylvan Hills. They've moved the student section. There's still some students in the old student section, not very many because they're all behind the basket. They did that the last home game. They went over to where the opposing team was shooting, so they're starting that in the first quarter. I wonder if they're going to stay there or if they're going to move to the other end zone for the second half. Cyclones in their home white uniforms, Bentonville in their road black uniforms. Savion Brock going to jump center for the Cyclones, along with Harrison Hicks, a 6'7" junior. Savion wins the tip, and the Cyclones have it.
Looks like Bentonville's opened up in a man-to-man. Well, now they're going.
Danye is going to drive. Caught in the air. He's in the corner to Michael Jones. And here's Bailey. His pass is intercepted by Jalen Lee. He's going to stop, shoot the 3, and it's good. Jalen Lee knocking down the 3. Cyclones trailing at 3-0. Gagne getting the pass from Trey Allen. They make the switch, step back, won't shoot it. Connor's 3-pointer won't go. Bentonville with the rebound. Here in the corner, Dearman, his 3 rattles in. And a timeout, quick timeout called by Coach Kyle Pennington. The Cyclones fall behind 6-0. Not used to seeing this, but Cyclones giving up 2 open looks there, and they trailing 6-0. Coach Pennington calling a 30-second timeout to huddle his team here and kind of fire him up a little bit. He's also going to come in with a couple substitutions that were waiting for the first dead ball. That's number 3, Grayson Sims, a 5'10" junior guard, averaging 8 points a game, and along with number 5, Marcus Jackson, a 6'6" junior. Bentonville leading this 6-0 after the first timeout. May, Sims in the corner, 3-pointer, won't go. Backside rebound. Marcus saves it, straight to Trey Allen. Marcus Jackson will try his hand at 3, no good. Backside rebound, did we get it? Can't save it in bounds. Russell made a bid for it. Gagne just couldn't get there quick enough. Cyclones trailing 6-0. A 3-point try, in and out. Savion with the rebound. Gets it off to Danye. He's going to take it right side, off the glass, no good. But they call the charge there. As taking the charge was Jalen Lee. That'll be the first foul on Danye May. Cyclones lost the JV game tonight. It was a really good game, though. Cyclones fell behind 21-4 in the first quarter and ended up taking the lead in the middle of the third quarter. Lost the girls' game. So your boy is trying to stop that. Here's Shanks on his drive. Has a pocket picked by Trey Allen from behind. Trey's going to take it coast to coast. He stops. A little floater won't go. They got him on the arm, though. It's the reason why that shot was an air ball. It's because a foul called on number 3, Jalen Lee. That'll be his first. And Trey going to the free throw line for the Cyclones, looking for their first point.
Trey has this talent. He can just hang in the air and draw the people toward him.
Free throw's good. Trey is senior. He's a 3-year starter for the Cyclones. Second free throw is good. Cyclones trail 6-2. Bentonville beating the pressure down easily. Pass boy pops high in the air straight to Hicks. Right place, right time. Harrison Hicks, 9-2. Bentonville with a 7-point lead. Trey trying to answer. This one rims out. Lee with the rebound. Long pass down the floor to Shanks, and he's going to be fouled by Trey Allen. This will be his first. Bounce pass comes to Caden Miller. He'll give it up. 3-point try. No good. Rebound straight to Lee. Straight to Lee, and he's got 5 points. 11-2 our score. Bentonville leading. There's Savion on the baseline. Nice little move. Hits a layup. I think they relaxed a little bit. They thought he was looking for the cutter, and he ended up taking it all the way to the basket. Cyclones trailing 11-4. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Cross-court pass handled by Dearman. Hits to the cutter Lee, and he's got the layup. Cutting straight to the basket, 13-4 our score. The Tigers leading the Cyclones. Donye's pass is intercepted by Lee. He is. He's going in for the dunk there from the side. 15-4. Cyclones trail by double digits. Jackson, three-pointer. Won't go. Russellville just really seems out of sync from the get-go, and that's not like them. They usually start like a house of fire at their home games. So Shanks, his drive, and he's going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. This is going to be on Grayson, I think. Grayson was set up trying to take the charge. Just didn't get set in time. Whistle for his first personal. Russell trailing 15-4, and Shanks has not scored in the game. Going to the free throw line here to shoot two. Michael Jones will check in after this first free throw. And also number 23, Trent Stokes, a 6'4 junior. And they're placing Donye May and Savion Brock. Shanks makes one of two, makes the score 16-4. 4 minutes left to play first quarter. Still early going. Trey Allen going to draw some contact well before the shot. That's on number 10, Shanks, his first.
Hayden Shanks with the foul. His first, team second.
Cross-court pass, and Jackson, he was trying to go to Jackson. He was going down, just miscommunication between Allen and Jackson. Cyclones trailing by 12 here. Here's Hicks. Offensive foul on the pick and roll there by Caden Miller. And that's his first, the third team foul on Bentonville, both teams with 3 fouls. 3:33 left to play first quarter. Cyclones trailing 16-4. Donye will check in at the next dead ball. Michael Jones with it near the top. Trey Allen calling, they cleared out that right side for him. Lost the handle on it, still picks up his dribble, crossover dribble, spin move, and tough charge call there on Trey Allen. That's his second. That's a tough foul call there.
I think the defensive man was moving a little bit.
So Trey will have to sit down, and he sits down with 2 fouls. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound, nobody went after it. Another 3 try. This one good. And Coach Pennington's calling timeout. He's upset with his team there. He's also a little bit upset about the officials saying you got to watch the block out. He says they're reaching around and grabbing him. He's kind of motioning, kind of reading into what he's saying.
I think the coach is a little bit upset that no one went after that rebound on that first three.
Yeah, he's probably talking to him about that right now. 19-4 our score. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville trailing. Russell trailing 19-4. After the timeout, it'll be Cyclone basketball after that three-pointer made. They've got 4 threes here in this first quarter, Bentonville does. Grayson Sims will use a screen. Pick and roll not there. Jones will take it baseline, kicks it back out. Grayson open left side. Three-pointer for Grayson Sims. Grayson, his 6th made 3 on the season. He threw that one over here to me. I'm not that good with a hand to haul that one in, but I was ready to shoot.
You were open.
Yeah, I was open. 19-7 Cyclones trail, but knocking down that 3 was Grayson Sims. Hopefully that's infectious and everybody gets hot. Sometimes all it takes is one made basket like that. And a turnover. Danye with it right side. Boy, nice hard screen there set by Savion Brock. Michael Jones will try his 3, a little short. Tipped, and Danye can't save it in bounds. Out of bounds belonging to the Tigers. Xander Collins, a 5'10 sophomore guard, checking in for Bentonville, number 20 a while ago. And also Mason, I hope I'm saying this right, Krakow? I'm calling it Krakow, number 1. Michael Jones whistled for his first, a 15th foul in the Cyclones. Trey Allen back in with 2 fouls. He'll replace Marcus Jackson. A couple of substitutions coming in for Bentonville. Hicks, and they got to get somebody out of the game because they got 7 guys on the floor. Okay, that's checking out is Miller and number 24, Owen Dearman. And they get off to Krakow. And this is number 20, Collins, working on Michael Jones. In the corner, open look. 3-pointer won't go. Trey Allen with the rebound. Here come the Cyclones trailing by 12. Trey shields a man, goes up, lost the handle on it. Ball was knocked away by Shanks. I think Trey wanted a foul, not on that. He wanted a foul out there on the wing when he was bumped a little bit. His path was altered. Crossover dribble at Collins. He almost lost his own footing, but stayed upright. In the corner is Shanks faking the 3, but he wasn't open. They'll set a screen for him, and he threw it in the backcourt. It wasn't touched. It should be Russellville basketball. And that's what I don't understand. Bentonville let that roll before they picked it up. When you do that, you allow the team to inbound it on the underneath. And to me, I always wanted to pick that up quicker because I don't want the other team having a great inbounds pass to get an easy layup. But they let that roll inside the 3-point line, right around the free throw line. It's a Russellville inbound on the left baseline. They're going to lob it inside to Marcus. He missed the shot. Danye with the rebound, kicks it back out. Russell did get an open look at it, just couldn't cash in. Trailing 19-7, the Cyclones are in the final minute. Jump stop by Savion Brock, and he's held going to the basket there, and Savion's going to get to shoot 2. Savion, what a great story. He had a heart problem a couple years ago, and they told him he wouldn't play again, got healed, and he's able to come back and play his senior year. Free throw is good. He's got 3. Michael Jones checking in, replacing Grayson Sims, who checks out with 3 points. Missed the second one. Two Bentonville players fighting over it, Krakow and Shanks comes away with a rebound officially, giving it off to Lee. He's the one that's hurt Russellville the most. He got 9 points in this first quarter. Bounce pass to Lee, and Lee down the middle of the lane. Left-handed layup is good. He's got 11 points in this first quarter. 41 seconds left to play. Russell trailing 21-8. Also a dribble spin move. Danye in the corner. Marcus three-pointer. This one rolls in. Marcus Jackson, his first three of the game. Russell trails by 10. Lee, little stop and go. Gets it back now to Shanks and threw it at the feet of Krakow. That could have been a double dribble as he caught the pass and it was on the floor. That should have been a double dribble because then he picked it up and started dribbling again. And the foul called here on the Cyclones on Danye May, his second. 18.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's the sixth team foul called on the Cyclones. Fouls mounting up against Russellville and Bentonville in the second quarter. Going to shoot free throws on every Cyclone foul. Trigger man will be Collins on the left side. Gets it in the corner, open for Dearman. Three-pointer. He's got 2 threes. 11 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville trails by 13, 24-11. Trey Allen with 7 seconds. Pulls up just inside the free throw line. No good. Tip. Savion keeping it alive, and he's going to the free throw line. Good job, Savion. Couple rebounds there.
Good offensive rebounding by Demon.
Xander Collins getting his first foul called, and Savion going to the free throw line. Shoot 2. He's got 3 points tonight. 1.3 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Missed the free throw. That's a nice way to put it. Russellville trailing 24-11. Missed that one. Bentonville with the rebound. They'll launch it, but I don't think it would have counted anyway because it was after the shot, or after the buzzer. The Cyclones trailing 24-11 after 1 quarter of play. Cyclones trailing by 13 here at the end of the first quarter, but Russellville, you look at that first quarter, only 3 made field goals in that entire quarter. And you could probably step away from it and say, well, it's a wonder they're only down 13. No, Russellville, 3 made field goals. 2 of them were three-pointers, one by Grayson Sims and one by Marcus Jackson. Bentonville, the flip side of that, they made 5 threes in that first quarter, including 11 points from Jalen Lee.
5 out of 9. That's good shooting from that three-point line.
Maybe they can cool off a little bit. We can catch back up. There's a wrestling going on between Caden Miller and number 11, Savion Brock, and they're going to get foul called on Savion. I just happen to be watching that instead of the ball game. There was some bumping going on, and Savion gets whistled for the foul, and that means Veerkamp's going to – I'm sorry, not Veerkamp. Caden Miller's going to shoot to 1-and-1. That's the first on Savion, but the 7th team foul on the Cyclones. Missed the free throw. Russellville gets the rebound. Danye, a little shake and bake. Boy, he's just so quick. Missed the layup. Savion there with the rebound. Goes back up strong. He's got 5 points for the Cyclones.
Good offensive rebound by Brock.
He leads Russellville. Missing not taking a chance on a 15-footer. Hicks lost it going up, goes over the backboard. And Caden Miller's trying to say that Russellville touched it last. I don't know. I couldn't tell. They may have. But usually when you go up and it goes straight up and over, it's it's kind of hard to see. Their coach Rippey saying he tipped it to the official. Official said, I didn't see it. It's hard to see when you're going up, you just lose a handle on it like that. He's talking to the other official about it. Cyclones trail by 11, 23-13. Gagne spin move in the lane. Scoop shot was blocked. Goes straight back to him somehow from his backside. Bounce pass to Grayson Sims. Gagne hadn't been able to cash in on his 2 drives, but he's at least showed that they can't stay with him because he's gotten 2 open looks. It was the help that provided the block shot. Make the switch, gets it off to Trey Allen. 3-pointer. This one won't go. Backside rebound by Jalen Lee. For Bentonville, Cyclones trail by 11. Missed a chance there to get it to single digits. They're going to double team Lee. Needs some help. Bounce pass out to Hicks. Gives it right back to Lee here. 6.5 to go here. Left in the first half. Michael Jones and Trent Stokes will check in at the next dead ball for Russellville. Lee, his floater in the lane, no good. The follow, no good there by Miller, and he puts it back up and in. It's shocked that he missed the first one, but nobody stopped it there where he didn't get his own offensive rebound. Here's a 3-point try by Marcus Jackson. He's got 2 threes in this game and got 4 for the season. Here on the baseline is Miller. His shot blocked, and now foul. Wow. You know me, I can't stand it when the official underneath doesn't call anything, and the official out on the wing calls that.
Yeah, who did he say?
Yeah.
He's called it on May? No,
he called
Allen.
on Trey. Golly, that's number 3. Yeah, I don't like that. That's the only thing that I'll get upset about officials when they when one's underneath, and that was on the right side, and the guy on the left wing makes the call. So that's a little aggravating, and that's number 3 on Trey Allen. He's got to sit down for a while.
Well, the backs of the players were to the official who called the foul.
Yeah, I don't see how you could have seen that.
He thought he saw a foul.
26-16 our score. The Tigers lead it over the Cyclones. That hurts Russellville because that's number 3 on Trey Allen. He's probably done for the rest of the quarter. We won't see him till the 3rd. Danye May drives around his man, and you call this a makeup call. It doesn't make up when it's number 3 on Trey Allen, but I didn't think this was a foul either. Caden Miller whistled for his second. I thought that was a clean block, looked like to me. So I'll try to be as unbiased as I can, but first free throw is good. That's the first point for Danye May. Second free throw, no good. Russellville almost had a chance at an offensive rebound there. Shanks in the front court has it tipped away from behind by Danye May, but out of bounds. Cyclones trail by 9. It's been a while since the Cyclones have trailed by single digits. This game started out going the wrong direction with a couple of threes by Bentonville. 5:21 left to play here in the first half. Caden Miller getting the inbounds pass, gets it off to Shanks. His drive. And a charge taken. I didn't have to look at the official. You could tell Grayson Sims taking that charge. He was planted.
That's 2 on Hanks.
Yep, and it's never the guy that's guarding it taking it. You always got to worry. The help defense is what gets you when you're driving down that lane. Sometimes it's better to stop and shoot the little 7 to 10 footer.
I said Hanks. It's Shanks.
Yeah, Shanks. Russellville trailing by 9 here. Danye going to use a screen. A little stop and go. Gets in the corner. Marcus for 3. No. Rebound tipped around. Bentonville has it. This is Caden Miller. A sophomore. Got the pass off to Shanks. He'll bring it in the front court. Leaves it for Jalen Lee. Jalen with 11 points, all of it coming in that first quarter. Bentonville leading 26-17. 4:43 left to play here in the first half. Posting up is Miller. Nice little move. Missed the shot. The follow is good there by number 24, Owen Dearman, who has 8 points. It's back to double-digit lead for Bentonville. They lead at 28-17. Michael Jones faking a 3 in the corner. Grayson Sims open left side. This one won't go. Rebound underneath is Dearman. Check that at Shanks. He does get the pass off to Lee. Long pass down the floor, goes through the hands of Dearman. He was wide open on that block, just a little bit too tall. The turnover goes over to Russellville. Grayson Sims will check out of the game. And in for him, number 22, Victor Purifoy, the 6-foot junior guard transfer. We have a timeout called by Bentonville. Cyclones trailing 28-17. Cyclones trailing by 11. Briefly got it to single digits on a free throw by Danye May, but Cyclones battling, but just can't seem to get over that hump. Trailing here 28-17.
Well, Bentonville's limiting us to one shot at the basket. We're going to have to get in there and get some more offensive rebounds, and especially on our three-pointers.
Purifoy, Jones, Jackson, May, and Stokes on the floor for Russellville. Trey Allen on the bench with 3 fouls. Nice little move by Danye, but shot won't go. Got the open look. Lee has it for the Tigers. Long three by Jalen Lee. No good underneath Miller, putting it up and in. We got to block that guy out. He's got 4 points. It's a 13-point lead for the Tigers. Danye loses it, going the other direction. This is Shanks coming in left side. Shot, no good, but we had a foul called on Michael Jones. This will be his second. The shooting foul, even though it's the 19th foul on Russellville. And Shanks going to the free throw line. That's where his only point has come. He's 1 of 2 from the line. Grayson Sims will check in after the first one, as will Savion Brock. Free throw's no good. Stokes and Jones will sit down. Number 15 for Bentonville, Harrison Hicks in the game. He replaces Caden Miller. Gave the Tigers some good minutes off the bench. 4 points here in the second quarter. Free throw is good, 31-17. Cyclones trailing by a couple touchdowns here. Under 3.5 to go here in the first half. Grayson with it on the right wing. It's a Danye. Danye draws a little bit of contact. That's got to be a foul, folks. That's, I'm sorry, it's missed that call on Russellville. Trying to call timeout. Did they get it in time? Nope, they called the jump ball. So it'll belong to Russellville. Coach Pennington was trying to get a timeout, but when it's on the far side, sometimes they can't hear you. Russellville gets it because of the jump ball. Marcus Jackson gets it over to Danye May on the right wing. He'll hand it off to Purifoy. Marcus eyes it. Misses the three, but there's Purifoy. Ball came right to him. Nice work underneath. A couple guys crashing the boards for Russellville there. Paid off. Russellville got the offensive putback. Trail by 12, 31-19. What a pass knocked away, but Danye couldn't get it. Lee, his drive, charge taken. That's the second charge taken by Grayson Sims. He's like the Brenna Burke of the boys' team. And that's number 2 on Jalen Lee. Russellville trailing by 12. Here on the baseline is Savion. Back his way, and he forgot the basketball. As a retreat and get it, Russell reset. Danye, here's a little bump there. That's going to be on Mason Krakow. 6-foot guard. And now Coach Rippey having words with this official.
That's not who you want to have a word
Yeah,
with.
because he gave warnings to both the girls' coaches, and he gave one to Russellville's coach within the first 3 minutes of the game. I mean, 5:35 in the first quarter. He gave a bench warning to girls' coach for the Cyclones. First free throw was good there by Danye, so he earns the bonus, knocks that down. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line as Cyclones down by 10. Shot partially blocked by Savion. It still goes in. Dearman's got 10 points. That was tipped by Savion on the way up. Still found the basket. Here's Danye. Splits a double team. Scoop shot. Nice little move. Danye's first two-pointer of the game, and he's got 6 points. Cyclones within 10 once again. Krakow threw it away. Trying to get it to Hicks, who was cutting the basket. Couldn't make the connection.
That's twice they've had a man open underneath the basket on this full-court press that Russellville's putting on.
Tate King, 6-foot junior guard for Bentonville, checking in the game for the first time. Number 23. He's guarding Purifoy underneath right now, or in a zone, but he was guarding him at the time. Marcus faking the three. Jump stop in the lane, wide open. Just lays it over the front of the iron. Oh, I didn't hear the whistle. The whistle blew. It's a foul on Bentonville. I didn't hear the whistle. Got my headphones turned up too loud, I guess. That's one where you hope that they didn't call the foul. So, but they do get the foul called on Harrison Hicks. They're checking to see right now, is it 9 fouls or 10 fouls? They announced 10, but the scoreboard shows 9, so they go, the official scorebook is the official one, and he says it's 10, because it's the difference between a 1-and-1 or 2 shots. It's 10 fouls. So both teams in the double bonus here. Free throw is no good. That's one we wish they didn't call the foul, and because we would have had the layup. That's funny.
So Russellville's only got 9, right?
Yeah, but they're both double bonus once you get to 10. That's what I'm saying. Second free throw is no good. 33-23. Cyclones trailing by 10. A minute 28 left to play here in the first half. Backside wide open is King. Made the layup. 35-23. We're going to be joined by Lady Cyclone head coach Jaden. I'm sorry, this is Jaden Court's dad, Ryan Court, here in just a moment. We got a foul called on Bentonville. This is Hayden Shanks, his third.
It'd be nice to get him out of the game.
I'm wanting Jaden Lee out of the game. He's the one that's got 11 points, but he had all those in the first quarter. Sorry about that. Cycle trailing by 12 here with minute 8 left to play here in the first half. First free throw is good by Grayson Sims. That's to 11. We're just kind of flirting right around that 10 to 12 point barrier there. And it's back down to 10 after Grayson hits a pair of free throws. This is Collins in the backcourt. Gets it to King. He crosses the timeline, coming in left side in the corner here. The number 15 Hicks got away with a travel, but he doesn't get away with a pass inside. It's intercepted. Going the other direction. We got a foul in transition. That's going to be on number 1 Krakow, who reached out, not hatefully, but did grab Marcus Jackson. And so he's going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Not a bad foul if you're Krakow and Bentonville, because you're thinking, well, Marcus missed 2 free throws. Let's see if he can score from there rather than give up the layup. Marcus missed the first one. 56 seconds left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trailing by 9. That's what they have now. We had it down to 10, so we're going to check that and make sure. They show 35-26. Second free throw is good. Marcus with 7 points, and he'll check out. In for him will be Michael Jones. Remember, Russellville's done this without the services of Trey Allen, who had picked up his 3rd personal foul with a little more than 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. He's their leading scorer, averaging 23 points a game. Danye almost a steal in the backcourt. Triple teamed is Lee in the backcourt. Whistle on the timeout. Called by Dick Rippey. 47 seconds left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trail by 8. 30-second break. We'll be right back. At halftime, we'll have Coach Ryan Court, and then at some point I've got to figure out where I'm missing a point. I have it as 35-26 still. The scoreboard has it 35-27. Nobody from Bentonville has said anything, so they must have the same thing the scoreboard has. So we'll get that fixed for you before we give you the stats, the halftime stats. But we want to visit with Coach Ryan Court. We'll do that as soon as this half comes to a close. 41 seconds left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trail by 8. Lee on the far side. They can play for one shot. No shot clock here in 5A because it's 5A team hosting. 6A will have one this year in conference games. Dearman gets it off to Hicks. Three-pointer rolls around, no good. Savion with the rebound. Gets the pass off before he traveled. Good job by Savion. Here's Danye May taking it coast to coast. A little floater. Left hand goes in. Danye May has been a house of fire. He's got 9 points here in the second quarter. The Cyclones trail by 6, 35-21. Fans coming alive here. Lee, double team. Gets the pass off to Hicks. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, long three, won't go. There's a rebound as Michael Jones. We've come to the end of the first half with our score, Bentonville 29 and the Cyclones 35. And here we'll, just a second, Maggie, our cameraman, if you can get it on here in just a minute, we're going to interview Coach Ryan Court. Cyclones trailing here at the half. I need to scoot over for you, Coach. So Cyclones trailing here at the half by 6, and they were down by double digits, so that's the closest they've been since the big lead. We're going to talk to Coach Ryan Court.
Do I need to turn around, Mickey?
Yeah. Well,
they might not want to see my ugly face.
That's right. We're glad you're here. Lady Cyclones, you know, I was telling, not that I'm being a homer. It's funny, you know, you guys lose, but it was a different feel. It doesn't feel like a big-time loss because who you're going up against, the way you guys played, that was impressive.
Yeah, the whole week, you know, I told the kids we're not going to be scared. We're not going to crown anybody. You know, like I said, we're a completely different team from a year ago. These kids' mindset, you started seeing it change, I think, throughout the course of the game, starting to play for each other a little bit more, getting comfortable with one another. You know, and I think Brenna Burke really set the tone, just fearless. Talia Ely being a freshman playing against the best post player literally in the nation, ranked-wise. Kid going to Baylor, which is, you know, top tier, doesn't get any better than that in women's basketball. And she battled with that kid, didn't get very many calls. I'm not complaining about the officiating because it was both ways. I'm sure they have their complaints too. But, you know, our average age is probably, I think it's 15.75 or something, and we're starting 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, you know, got probably our second best players hurt right now. I mean, I can't ask for anything more as far as effort. We're going to have to get a lot more intelligent as the year goes on if we ever want to compete with Greenwood, and we got to play hard the entire time, not just in flashes. You know, but I was working the officials as hard as I could. I was begging and pleading and everything I could, but it just wasn't in the cards tonight. But it wasn't because of lack of effort, and I can live with that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you guys, obviously it was going to be a tough matchup for you guys and, you know, underdog and all that. But then to be able to have to try to play through foul trouble, I mean, when you're in the middle of that, you've got Courtney, Brenna, of course, Jaden, and Talia all in foul trouble. 2 of those 4 fouled out. How do you manage that?
But I think it's pretty obvious. And Jaden, you know, she came out with it a little bit tonight. She can really shoot the basketball. And I think the first few games she's wanting to show everybody in Russellville what she can do. And we had a great talk with her. Brenna actually had a great talk with her also. And I think she just really settled in. But when she's off the floor, it's not just her shooting. It's how she's so skilled and she creates for everybody else. The turnovers kind of mounted up a little bit when she came out. And the offense stopped flowing. We got to get better. You know, the difference between us and a Greenwood, you know, Greenwood's so well coached. 1, 2, they got so many skilled kids. So when they take, you know, the top player out, which was Kenley Fisher, she was the best player in the league easily last year, and you know they can still keep going. If Jaden comes out, we become stagnant. And so I was really proud in the second half. It stayed 10 and 12 the whole time. I think they kind of got a couple calls late, and the guy got mad at me, but whatever. it was not a 20-point game, but I thought the offense flowed. Gracie Campbell got some clean looks and made some excellent moves and hit one, but the kid stays after every day, works her tail off. Rain Thone had some open looks that she's going to make when she gets more and more confident. And then, Brenna and Jaden kept us in it with our outside shooting. If our slashing kids would slash a little harder, I was on Pilar the whole night. She's a senior. I expect more from her. She knows that. She's got to get more comfortable. And when she does, I think, when she gets Sarah back, we're going to be really hard to beat because the pressure, the depth. I can get kids in a better rotation and better position to last the whole game. Right now I'm having to keep kids out there a little bit longer than what they should be. I told the kids if I was grading myself, my substitution patterns have been terrible this year. But getting kids in and out and hurt and COVID and everything else, people don't see all that. They just see, the game, and that's it. So
we were real proud of the way you played. How you have Watson Chapel coming up on the road on Tuesday night?
Yeah.
It's not like football where you get you're done Friday night and you get a whole week to prepare. Do you wait to start preparing? Or do you look ahead?
I've already watched two films on them. They're a young team, really well coached. When I was at Sheridan, that coach was there. She's legendary. She's like Sherry White, really. What Sherry White was to women's basketball, Leslie Henderson is too. We match up really well with them. If we go down there and play, we should come out all right. And then we get a little bit of break when the boys play Conway, and then we go to Springdale. And Springdale's a little bit down this year, but it's on the road. And you got to be 10 points better than everybody on the road. Yeah. And the kids know that. But I'm just looking for more kids to play more like Brenna, every game. Yeah. Practice like that every day. I thought Talia Ely did that. I thought Jaden did it for the most part. But we need Jaden to do it all the time. We need Courtney to do it all the time. And when they do, we're going to be really tough because those kids are so skilled, they're so athletic, they're so talented. They just don't know it yet all the time. And they don't understand if they take a play off or miss a box out or miss a rotation, how it affects everybody else, and it's just a maturity thing. That's it. That's all it is. But I hope that, Russellville is and the community is proud of these kids because they are really young, but they're working really hard.
Yeah.
We had 2 6 a.m. weight workouts this week. We practiced till 5:30 every day this week. It's not because lack of effort. They got to overcome my dumb self but they're doing so good, and I'm so proud of them. So I don't want anybody to get their dauber down about it, especially the kids, because those are the ones that really matter.
No, you just played against the co-champions of 6A, and they returned pretty much everybody, and you went toe-to-toe with them, had an 8-point lead in the first half at one point. So, no, we're really proud of those girls, proud of you guys, and glad you're here.
Well, I appreciate you, Mickey, and we're going to keep plugging, and like I said, it's going to look good at times and bad at others because of the youth, but at some point, they're going to decide to do it all the time, and then it's going to get real fun. So thank you very much.
Good luck Tuesday night.
Thank you.
That's Coach Ryan Court. The Lady Cyclones will be on the road on Tuesday night at Watson Chapel, and then they won't be back home here for another couple weeks, I think. They'll go on the road to Watson Chapel and then on the road to Springdale, and then they're back here. I believe 2 weeks from tonight is their next home game. And but we'll be with you. We're going to go to Watson Chapel on Tuesday night. Right now, the Cyclone boys trail by double digits the most of the first half. At the very end, they end up cutting it down to 6, 35-29. And I tell you what, Russell finished in the flurry. And if you look at it, the fact that Trey Allen had to be on the bench, had to be on the bench in foul trouble with 3 fouls, and Russell did that with about 6 minutes with no Trey Allen. So a good comeback, good flurry there at the end, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
Yeah, in that second quarter, Bentonville was 0 for 3 from three-point line. Where in that first quarter they were 5 of 9. So our defense stiffened a little bit on their three-point attempts, but a good job by Russellville as far as playing like they did, very aggressive, going toward the basket with Trey Allen on the bench.
We're going to take a quick break and come back and give you the points of the first half. Russellville trailing here at 6 at the half. In that first half, Cyclones were led by Marcus Jackson, who had 8 points. 7 points for Danye May. All 7 points for Danye coming in the second quarter. 5 points each for Grayson Sims and Savion Brock. And 2 points for Trey Allen and Victor Purifoy. For Bentonville, they had 2 players in double figures. Jalen Lee had 11 points, all his points coming in the first quarter. 10 points for Owen Dearman. 6 points for Harrison Hicks. 4 points for Caden Miller. And 2 points for Hayden Shanks. And also 2 points for Tate King coming off the bench. Cyclones just now coming back out on the floor. We have about a half minute until we start the second half. Russellville's boys will not play again until a week from tonight when they host Conway here at Cyclone Arena. It'll be a boys game only. We'll actually have JV game going on at 6 o'clock, and then the senior boys will start immediately after that. Usually that means about 7:15, 7:30. Senior night tonight for the boys and girls, and they honor the seniors of the girls and boys basketball team, and also for the cheer and dance. Good luck to the cheer team. I think they're competing state tomorrow. We'll start the second half. Bentonville getting the basketball. Marcus Jackson, Grayson Sims, Trey Allen, Savion Brock, and Danye May on the floor for the Cyclones. Again, Trey got to be careful with 3 fouls. Did not play the last 5:35 of the second quarter because of that. He draws Jalen Lee to guard him in his zone, but they're popping out on him. Ball deflected by Danye May. He wasn't even looking at it, just stuck his hand up, had the wherewithal to do that. He's going to take it all the way and miss the layup. Try to get in his own rebound. We have a whistle foul underneath. It's going to be a foul called on Bentonville. And he reached in and grabbed the arm of Danye. I'm trying to grab the rebound. He grabbed the arm, and that's his second. I have him for second. They announced 1, and the scoreboard has him for 3. So here's a 3-point. It's partially blocked. Marcus Jackson gets the rebound, picking it out of the air. These guys from Bentonville long. They can do that. Nice dump underneath. Missing the two-handed jam is Savion Brock. Got the feed from Danye May. Hayden Shanks passed on the 3. Got it back to Jalen Lee. And Trey Allen got elbowed in the eye. He seems to be okay. Grabbed up and wiped his face off. Just inadvertent elbow there by Lee. Danye taking it coast to coast. 9 points for Danye May.
Good drive by May.
Cyclones trail by 4. On left side is Dearman, taking it in the lane. Little floater, won't go. Grayson tried to take the charge, didn't get the call. Savion with the rebound. Danye dribbling with his head up, looking. Coming in from the right side, takes it baseline. Bounce pass in the corner. They'll kick it back out. Grayson's open. Right side, 3-pointer, a little short. Following his own shot, he knew it. He chased it down in the corner, taking it all the way. How about that? Knew he missed it, knew exactly where it was going. That shooter should always know if it's going to be short. Grayson, hustle play there. He's got 7 points.
That's following your shot.
Cyclones are within 2. Jalen Lee, they're trying to force him to go to the corner. He doesn't. Now he does, using a screen. Taking it all the way, off the glass and in. Jalen Lee, it's his first point since the first quarter. He's got 13. It's back up to a 4-point lead for Bentonville. Here's Trey. 3-pointer, a little short on that. We got a foul called on the backside. This will be on Marcus Jackson, his first. Checking in for Russellville is Trent Stokes, number 23, and also number 0, Michael Jones, replacing Savion and Grayson Sims. Grayson checks out with 7 points. Savion, he looks like he needs a breather. He's walking around. He's gassed a little bit up and down the floor there. Checks out with 5. Splitting a double team, a pass to Dearman. Back out to Lee. 5:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Backside with a pass to Shanks. And out of bounds, last touch by Bentonville. 5:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones trailing by 4, 37-33. Russell's been off for more than a week, and they'll be off a week where they take the court again. Three-pointer from the corner. No good. Ball tipped around. Let's see. That'd be a foul on Danye, his third. The second team foul. And again, I have him for three. The announcer has him for three, but the scoreboard has him for four. We got to get this worked out. Surely it's not four. Otherwise, Danye will be sitting for a while. It is three. Three-point try by Dearman. Short. Lee there. Right place, right time. Shot blocked by Marcus. Marcus didn't leave his feet. He was straight. He stayed on the floor, was able to block it. Lee didn't jump on that shot. Here's Michael Jones, three-pointer. No good. Trey Allen trying to keep it alive. Goes straight to Stokes. He'll dribble out of the lane. Long three try. Danye. No good. Rebound came right back to where he was standing, and Jalen Lee got the rebound. He traveled. He turned. Danye was there, and it caused him to travel. Didn't want to put the ball on the floor right there because the pocket would have been picked by Danye May. 4:47 left to play here in the third quarter. Russell trailing by 4. Trent Stokes gave Russell a couple good minutes there. He'll check out. Marcus Jackson also checks out. Grayson Sims and Savion Brock back in the game. Russell trailing by 4. They've never led in this game. After falling behind 6-0, the closest they've been is 2, and that was a couple minutes ago. Trey Allen's pass is knocked away, but Gagne retreats back in the backcourt. It's legal because it was tipped by Bentonville. Lost the handle on it. Nice little scoop. Missed it underneath. Comes right back to Gagne. His reverse layup is blocked by number 4, Caden Miller. And we got a foul called on the Cyclones. That'll be on number 11, Savion Brock. That rebound going straight back to Danye May. There were 3 Bentonville Tigers there, and they were fighting over the basketball. Came right back to Danye. Russellville trailing by 4, and we have a timeout called, I think, by the Cyclones. Yeah, it is by Russellville. Cyclones 10 of 16 from the free throw line. That's making free throws is a good way to get back in the game when you're behind. You can score and the clock not moving. Russellville is back in this game after trailing a good portion of the first half by double digits. Had a flurry there at the end of the first half to cut it to 6. They've been as close as 2 here in this quarter, but trail here by 4, 37-33. Bentonville starting like a house of fire in that first half with 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. Kissing one off the glass is Harrison Hicks. He's got 8. 39-33. Russellville back down by 6. It's been a 4-0 run here by Bentonville. Gagne get it to Savion at the right elbow. Going to take it right side lane shot. Blocked from behind. Coming away with it is Hicks. I think the block, though, was by Caden Miller. Lee in the front court, no-look pass down on the right block. And now we have a charge called, taken by Grayson Sims. I think that's his 3rd charge taken. 3 charges taken by Brenna Burke in the girls' game and 3 by Grayson Sims. And that's the first foul called on Owen Dearman, a 6'3 freshman who has 10 points in the game. You know, a lot of times you see a team battle back and they get close or they tie it, and then it's almost like they just take a breath, and then the team that's been ahead goes right back up. That's what it seems like. We cut it to 2, and now it's back down to 6. Trey Allen hanging in the air. Needed that one. Stopped the bleeding a little bit. He's got 4 points. Remember, he spent a lot of time on the bench in that first half in foul trouble. That's why he's only at 4. Now we whistle a foul. This, I think, is going to be on Marcus Jackson. Got a little too close there.
Yeah, ran into him.
Yep, just couldn't slow down. That'll be number 2. On Marcus Jackson, the 4th team foul in the Cyclones. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville trailing by 4. The pass, or inbounds pass into Miller. Shanks has it now on the left side. Miller on the block. Throws in the corner to Lee. Kind of a bad pass. He couldn't do anything with it. Gets it back now from Shanks on that left wing. He used the screen, taking it all the way, and a charge taken. No!
That was a good one.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Grayson was there setting up to take it, but they call him for the block. That'll be his second. And the 15th foul called on Russellville. And they're saying he's a shooting foul. It wasn't a shot. He passed the ball in the corner. The official saying he was going up. Lee threw the pass into the right corner. This is not a shooting foul.
No.
This is not a shooting foul. And they're giving him 2 shots. No, Lee went up, and he threw the ball into the corner. This is the wrong call. I mean, I'm not saying that wasn't a foul. I'm saying this is the wrong call. It was not shooting. And Lee knocks down the first one. He's giving him 2 shots because he was going up with it.
That's not a good excuse.
Yeah, he wasn't in the act of shooting. It doesn't mean if you're up in the air or not. He was not in the act of shooting. He threw the ball. So Lee makes 1 of 2. It's a 5-point lead for Bentonville. And now we get a foul called on Bentonville. And this is going to be on number 3, Jalen Lee, his third. I think he was shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the official missed that one on. But at least they only got 1 point out of it. Trey Allen in the lane, spin move. This one no good, tipped up no good, and underneath. Russell trying to keep it alive, comes straight to Danye May on the right side. Jump stop in the lane, feeds it down to Savion. Power dribble, fakes, goes up, misses the shot, trying to keep it alive. Ball tipped out, Trey Allen has it on the right wing. He finds Danye in the corner, fake the pass, take it baseline. Kicks it back out, Trey, open, three-pointer, no good. With Lee with the rebound all the way down the floor. Snowbirding is Dearman. He hit the layup. 12 points for Owen Dearman, and it's back up to a 7-point lead. And Bentonville just called timeout. They can't do that. Inbounds, Russellville inbounded the ball, but they got it called in time. And I don't know if Coach Pennington's talking to him about that. I think he's talking to him about something else. But, Russellville had inbounded the ball. And you can't call a timeout after that, but they give it to him. Maybe they saw him signal it. They just didn't get the whistle called in time. Russellville trailing 42-35. They cut it to 2 at one point in this third quarter, 35-33. A timeout is called by Bentonville. They're calling a 60-second timeout, and both teams with 2 timeouts left.
I bet the coach is asking that excuse him going up in the air, so you give him 2 shots.
I think he was pointing down here, so I don't know. I think it was something on Russell's offensive side because he was pointing down towards this lane. So I think I couldn't figure out what it was. But that official that he was talking to immediately goes to the other official. So either he's going to tell – no, he's not going to talk. I thought maybe he was telling him what Coach Pennington had alerted him about. But anyway, Russellville trailing by 7 here. Still plenty of time, though, as we're in the middle of the third quarter. Russellville has played from behind the entire game. Fell behind 6-0 on a couple three-pointers by Bentonville. And Russellville trailed by double digits most of the first half. Cut it to 6 at halftime. Cut it to 2 here in the third quarter. Trailed by 7 here. 2:19 left to play in the third quarter. Said middle third quarter. Well, near the end. 25% of the third quarter left. How about that? Danye May coming off the screen, then setting a screen is Grayson Sims. Danye checks him, not open. Now he's open in the corner, trying to get it to him. He wasn't open for the 3. Grayson in the lane, throws it off the body of a Bentonville Tiger. Russellville maintains possession. Nice feed underneath. And Marcus, he's going to be fouled going up. He got the block, got part of the hand, and he's going to get to shoot 2. That'll be, instead of hit him in the head, I thought they just got part of the hand, but I guess maybe that's why they called the foul, because got him on the side of the head there, and that's number 3 on the 6'8 sophomore, Caden Miller. His third, the team's 4th. The first free throw by Marcus is good. He is now 3 of 5 from the free throw line, has 9 points. And this is a career high for Marcus Jackson in this ball game. Grayson Sims will check out. In for him is Michael Jones. Second free throw, no good. Hicks with the rebound. Lee motioning for help because he could see the trap coming. He splits the double team here, and a reaching foul called on Michael Jones, his third. That's the 16th foul on Russell, so the next one will put Bentonville in the 1-1. Minute 40 left to play here in the third quarter. Using a screen, they peel off. Hicks wide open, three-pointer. Pick and roll there. Oldest plays in basketball, and he's got 11 with that knockdown three. It's a 9-point lead for Bentonville. Jackson faking the three, gets it off to Trey Allen. Fakes left, takes it inside, little jump stop, no good. Trying to keep it alive, can't. In the front court is Hicks. He'll launch a three. This one no good. Jackson with the rebound, just took that one with the left hand. He'll bring it in the front court. Russell trailing 45-36. There's Danye towards the middle. Lost his footing, kicks in the corner. Michael Jones three-pointer. This one won't go. It hits the top of the backboard, so it's a dead ball, belongs to Bentonville. Savion Brock will check in replacing Trent Stokes. (45-36) Bentonville 2-0 on the season. They did not play Greenwood last night like their girls team did. But they did beat Farmington on Tuesday night in a home matchup against the Cardinals. They also had victories against Mountain Home. All the way, hitting the layup. Dearman, he's got 14. 37 seconds, and just like that, it's back up to a double-digit lead. Step back three-pointer. No go. Savion tipping it, goes off the hands of Bentonville's Jalen Lee. He was battling underneath with Michael Jones. Mason Krakow back in the game for Bentonville, and for Russellville, Grayson Sims. 26 seconds left here in this third quarter. Russell trailing 47-36. Bounce pass comes to Trey Allen. There's a three-point try by Marcus Jackson. It rolls in there. Career high for Marcus as he's got 12 points. Russellville trails by 8. 14 seconds left. In the front court is Collins. Comes the trap, but he keeps his dribble. And now whistle and a foul. I'm looking for the official that called it. He called it on Trey Allen. That's number 4. And the 17th foul, so going to the free throw line is Collins. He has not scored in this game. He'll shoot the 1-1. 8.9 seconds left. Makes the free throw, so earns the bonus. Hit them both. 10-point lead. Clock will start when Trey Allen touches that. It's now. 6 seconds. Uses a screen. Step back, 18-footer. Won't go. Follows his own shot with 1 second. Got to put it up quick. He doesn't get it off in time. Cyclones trail by 10 after 3 quarters, 49-39. After 3 quarters of play, the Cyclones trail 49-39. They had cut it to 6 at halftime. Russellville in that quarter had cut it to 2, and then since that time, Bentonville went on a 14-4 run to close out the third quarter. Russellville, not that they relaxed, but like I said, sometimes when you battle all the way back and you tie it or get really close, it's almost like you just exhale, and then you look up and you're back down again. That's what it seemed like on that 14-4 run there by Bentonville. Russellville will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. They're being led by Marcus Jackson, who has a career-high 12 points tonight, the only Cyclone to double figures. Danye May has 9. Trey Allen has 4 fouls and 4 points. Got to be careful. He is in there as we start the fourth quarter with the starting lineup. Well, on the original starting line, not the original tonight, but usual. There's Donye May with a left-handed drive. He's got 11. I mean, it's tonight's senior nights. Coach Pennington started a couple seniors for the Cyclones. Cyclones trail by 8, trying to get a steal there. Pass was deflected, but still caught by Shanks. He launches the 3. This one rims out. Put back up and in by Jalen Lee. He wasn't blocked out. He came over from the right side to catch on the left side, so he just got lost in the shuffle. That's a 10-point advantage for Bentonville once again. Here's Trey Allen. Takes it all the way. Off the glass and in. Trey's got 6. Russellville back down by 8 again and make it 11. A 3-pointer by Hicks. He's got 14 points. Boy, just when you think they don't need very much room to knock down one of those threes. Gagne has it knocked from his hands. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll belong to Bentonville. Oh, I don't know about that. If it was knocked out by Russellville, it would have gone the other direction, but nobody arguing for Cyclones, so I guess it's just me that saw it wrong. We have an official timeout. We have the score shows 53 to 43. It should be 54 to 43. So that's what the stoppage is, and they got it corrected, 54-43. The officials walked away, didn't realize there was a sub there for Russellville. Savion Brock checks out, and Stokes in for him. Under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Now it's getting short for Russellville. They trail by 11. Bentonville with the basketball. This may play into the hands of Bentonville because there is no shot clock tonight. Home team rules this year. Russellville in 5A, they'll have the shot clock next year. And travel. Yep, yeah. They did. Caden Miller backed his way in when he stopped dribbling, moved both feet. 54-43, the Cyclones trailing. 6:36 left. Marcus Jackson leaves it for Savion Brock on the left baseline. Nice little move, spin move, kisses one off the glass. Savion, he's got 7 points.
Doing a good job working the post like that.
Whistle on a foul. And I don't know, those officials on the far side. He sees a hook. Okay, that's what he signals hook, but I don't see who the foul was on. That's just the 15th foul on Bentonville. That's on number 24. Dearman. And it's funny, the fans behind us for Bentonville, they're upset because the guy was out of position. That's the same thing we saw went against Russellville's way a while ago. I agree. The official out of position bothers me too. Here's a blocking foul by Cade, and Savion put him on his hip, and on that you either got to let him go or foul, and he ended up committing the foul, and that's number 4 on the sophomore. And Miller going to check out with 4 fouls and 4 points. Russellville trailing 54-45, just under 6 minutes left. Grayson Sims with it in the corner, gets it to Savion. On drive, jump stop in the lane, little floater miss. Grayson Sims underneath, wide open to get the rebound, kicks it back out to Trey Allen. Marcus Jackson three-pointer. Nothing but net for Marcus Jackson. His 4th 3 of the game. He had 2 on the season coming into tonight. And Russellville within 6. Lee mishandled it, was thrown a little bit behind him. He's being chased by 2 players. Gets the pass off. A layup is good by Shanks. And he will go to the free throw line. Hayden Shanks has not made a field goal all night until then. And he's going to the line for the and one. 56-48. Bentonville up by 8. 5:22 left to go in the game.
That's 3 on Brock.
Shanks is now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 of 5 as he missed that one. Marcus Jackson grabs the rebound. Bentonville didn't have anybody in the lane, so Russell was going to get the rebound on that. Trey Allen looking for the give and go. It wasn't there. He turns, faces the basket. Spin move, double team. In the corner, Grayson Sims, 3-pointer, won't go. And they just call a foul on Trey Allen? Yep, he just fouled out of the basketball game. That's 5 on Trey Allen. With 5:03 left to go in the game, and Trey Allen is fouled out with 6 points. Boy, he's had a tough night. A couple really close calls, touch calls went against him. And it's bad that they're going to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, but really bad that your leading scorer, averaging 23 points a game, is fouled out of the basketball game. This will be the last 1-and-1 for Bentonville, as there'll be double bonus after this. Free throw is good. Xander Collins, a perfect 3 of 3 from the line.
Hey, who got shooting? Who got shooting?
Allen, who's had to play in foul trouble all night. Second free throw is good. Foul that away. Don't foul him if you get close. Don't foul Collins. Put somebody else on the line. Hayes Vines in the game for the first time. Floater off the glass, no good. Danye fighting, get his own rebound. Had it taken away by Lee. 58-48, Cyclones trail by 10. Under 5 minutes to go. Here's Collins. No look pass inside. Shot up and in there by Shanks, and he's going to the line for another three-point play attempt. Missed the first time. This one on Savion Brock. He's got 4. Boy, the foul's really starting to mount up on Russellville. That guy fouled out. Savion's got 4. A couple other players with 3. A 12-point lead for Bentonville. Free throw is good. 3 of 6 from the line for Shanks. Hayes Vines gets in the corner to Marcus Jackson. Russellville trailing by 13, 61-48. 3-point try by Marcus Jackson. This one hits the iron, and Lee caught it, checked his feet to make sure he wasn't standing out of bounds. 4:18 left to go in the game. In the corner, here's Dearman. His three-pointer won't go. Now we'll whistle, foul underneath. That's going to be on number 20, Xander Collins, his second. Now Russellville finally gets in the 1-and-1. And it's just the 17th foul called on Bentonville, and we'll walk it to the other end. 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Russellville welcomes this. When you're down, you always want to go to the free throw line because you can score and no time's coming off the clock. And Grayson Sims to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, knocks this one down. Coming into the game, a 63% free throw shooter. He's got 8 points on the evening. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line with that miss. Russellville trailing by 12, 4:07 left. Dearman gives it back to Shanks, right side to Lee. Half of a quarter left. Like Hicks was calling for it on the right side. Nobody was on him. They didn't hear him or didn't see him. Lee, crossover, step back three-pointer, and this one rolls out and then back in. Well, he's living right on that one. He's got 19 points. Here's Danye May, the drive. Throws it up, going to draw a contact there, and he's going to shoot 2. This will be on number 20, Xander Collins, his third. And Danye going to the free throw line. Has not been there since the second quarter. He's 3 of 4 from the line this evening. Got 11 points. Michael Jones will check in after the first one. Free throw's no good. Jones will replace Jackson. Makes the second, makes 1 of 2. He's got 12 points. Russellville trails by 14. Shanks and Lee in the backcourt. Lee brings it up right side. Whistle foul called on Russellville. This will be on Danye May. He's got 4. 3:24 left. 64-50. The Cyclones trailing. They have not led in this game. They cut it to 2 in the third quarter at 35-33. Right after that, Bentonville went on a 14-4 run to close the third quarter. Lee making both free throws. He has 21. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It's a 16-point lead for the Tigers. Jones faking the three. Cross-court pass to Vines. Now it's to Sabian. Danye with the drive. A little up and under, missed the shot. Tip trying to keep it alive. Vines had it. Bentonville trying to save it. They do. Straight to Hayes Vines. Cross-court pass tipped out by Bentonville. And the Tigers have it on the breakaway. Left-handed layup is good by Dearman. He's got 16. 68-60. And the largest lead of the game for the Tigers. Danye May, he'll draw contact there. 2 officials had it. And this is going to be on Caden Miller, and he's fouled out of the basketball game with 4 points. Coach Rippey's calling it. He wants his team to come over to use this almost as a timeout. You get 20 seconds once you're notified, and so can you use it? You can use it as a little short timeout. Marcus Jackson back in the game for the Cyclones. Free throw is good by Danye. Those front end and one-to-one so important. You miss it, it's almost like a turnover. I mean, you get the foul called on the other team, but the second free throw is good. 14 points for Danye. He's averaging 15 a game. He's had to deal with some foul trouble. He's got 4. 2.5 to go. 16-point advantage for Bentonville. Bentonville might be used to a shot clock. They don't have one, but they're attacking. Circle back out. 2:13 left. Maybe they're realizing now you don't have to shoot. They threw it away. Here's Danye coming in, right side. Reverse layup, no good. Russell trails by 16 with under 2 minutes to go. And now Danye May has fouled out of the basketball game. Danye May fouling out. Trey Allen has fouled out. And this will be Jalen Lee going to the free throw line to shoot 2 because it's a double bonus. Victor Purifoy in to replace May. Free throw is good. He's got 22. Second free throw is no good. It's 1 of 2. Jackson with the rebound. Cyclones trailing by 17. Jones, a three-pointer left wing. Nothing but net from Michael Jones, his first bucket. And Coach Pennington's calling a timeout. Cyclones trail 69-55. Cyclones trailing here by 14, going to fall to 2-2 on the season. They lost to Sylvan Hills last week and losing this one to Bentonville. It's not been Russellville's night. They fell behind early and they got to cut it to 2, but just didn't get anything going. Had a couple players foul out. Cyclones will be on the road on Tuesday night to play at Watson Chapel with the girls, and then back here at Cyclone Arena a week from tonight. Be a boys game only, be a JV game at 6, and the boys game will follow as they host Conway. So it'll be a big matchup a week from tonight, hosting the Wampus Cats.
Well, Bentonville's done a good job limiting the Cyclones to 1 shot at the basket. It's been tough on Russellville tonight.
Shanks in the front court. Gives it off to Collins. Minute 35 left. No shot clock tonight because Russellville, a 5A school, the shot clock will be used in 6A for conference games. Russellville's used to it because they play with it at the Hoops for Hunger tournament. They institute the shot clock there, and they're ready to go with that. But it won't be instituted until next year, and then at the lower levels, the smaller schools have to have the funds to put the shot clock in place. That was number 4 on Michael Jones. Hayes Vines in for him. Or no, Hayes Vines in for Savion Brock, senior, who checks out with 7 points. Lee hitting both. He's got the game-high 23 points. Nice little move there, Grayson Sims.
Coming in off the left side with the left hand.
And he's got 10 points. He'll up his average a bit. Lee back the other direction with a pass to Hicks. He's got 16. 73-57. Final minute of this ball game. Michael Jones, a senior, getting a start tonight. Dishes it back out. Purifoy three-pointer won't go. And Bentonville with the rebound. 36 seconds left. And Coach Pinkston said don't foul. Be solid, but don't foul. Bentonville does not have to shoot the basketball. 25 seconds left. They lead at 73-57. They're going to improve to 3-0 on the season. Russell going to play a few 6A teams this year. They got Rogers on the schedule. Of course, they played up at the Rogers Classic last week. And Cyclones will lose it here by a score of 73-57. Russell falls to 2-2 on the season. And we're just totaling some stuff for you. So give us just a minute. I think Coach Pennington will probably go join his team to talk about this one. It's a tough one to take here. The Cyclones lose it by a score of 73-57. As we said, falling 2-0 on the season. Bentonville was led by Jalen Lee, who had 23 points. He had 11 points in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter, but finished the game with 23 points. Did a lot of his damage from the free throw line, especially in that fourth quarter. Two other Bentonville Tigers in double digits, 16 points each for Harrison Hicks and Owen Dearman, and 7 points for Hayden Shanks. For the Cyclones, they had 3 players in double figures. 15 points for Marcus Jackson, 14 points for Danye May, and 10 points for Grayson Sims. 7 points for Savion Brock, 6 for Trey Allen, 3 points for Michael Jones, and 2 points for Victor Purifoy. Cyclones had 2 players foul out. That was Danye May and Trey Allen, but just never could get in the flow. They fell behind early. They trailed by 13 at the end of the first quarter, cut it to 6 at the half, cut it to 2 at one point. And as we said, it was a 14-4 run closing out the third quarter where Bentonville got back up by double digits, and Russellville could just never get any closer. And the Cyclones lose it here by a score of 73-57. Tough one to take, and the 2 losses in a row for the Cyclones. But quick turnaround for Russellville coming up on Tuesday. So, losses are never easy to take, but sometimes it's good when you get right back out there and to play again.
Well, these conference games is to make sure your team is in shape. Also, you're putting people out on the court who can play together, to work together, seeing what the best combination is. But it's a good game tonight. Bentonville was taller. They just dominated the boards. Again, like I said, they limited us to 1 shot. But what I saw tonight is Brock. Brock did some moves on the inside that I haven't seen him do that before. So he's coming along real well. I think he's going to be a factor once the conference starts working the inside. Trey Allen is always an explosive player. He just needs to watch his defense a little bit, stay in the game, don't foul out.
Yeah, Russellville's not as deep as a team as they were last year. Of course, back-to-back conference champions, and that's something they're going to have to watch with not with the bench, at least at this point, as they had last year. They're going to have to stay out of foul trouble, do what they can to stay out of foul trouble. Sometimes that means you can't play as aggressive. If we'll learn that if they're going to call, if the officials are going to call real tight, you got to adjust to that. And Russellville, I had that problem tonight with two of their two main scorers fouling out in May and Trey Allen. Cyclones lose it by a score of 73-57. The girls lost earlier. Played really well. The score doesn't show it, but the girls played really well. Lost that one 65-45. The next game for the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones, they will be on the road on Tuesday nights. They travel to Watson Chapel. Back here at Cyclone Arena a week from tonight, as it'll be boys game only, as they host Conway. Thanks for joining us.